before. All right, look, we will talk a little bit more about Ty Lulu because this is going to be an important part of the Ravens story. Meanwhile, Steelers camp, opportunity for the kids to hang with some of the players. They're absolutely excited for this. Let's take it to what's happening right now with DK Metcalf.
Is in fact sitting down with me, Ian Rappaport, Steve Smith Sr. There's the man himself. Just watched a very intense padded practice, the 6th day in a row, I believe, of pads. You've just gotten through it, so congratulations. You were on the other side. How's it been, man? What's going on?
Man, it's been fun here. Just getting to know my teammates, throwing with Aaron, getting to know him more. Just being in Pittsburgh, seeing these awesome fans, man. I mean, it's been like 10K plus every day I've been out here. So, I mean, you see, how much history this franchise organization carries, and just to be a part of it, I'm just, happy to be here.
Well, you don't want to, but there has to be a comparison. You're in Seattle, now you come here. What has been one of the things that you have not known by being here now that has surprised you?
I mean, nothing. I don't compare places because they're two different, organizations. I enjoyed a lot of my time in Seattle, and thankful that they gave me an opportunity to put my mark on this league. But now my focus is here with Pittsburgh, and like I said, man, these fans are great. Coach T is great. Aaron, Mason, like all the quarterbacks and receivers and everybody I've met has been loving me with open arms, and just happy that I'm here, and I'm happy to be here as well.
So while there was all the speculation about you and Aaron eventually maybe sort of becoming teammates, there was a very famous throwing session you and Aaron had. I believe there was a couple of them over the course of the spring and summer. You guys worked on, kind of building your rapport. And, at least I would start to hear like, all right, they look like they have a connection. Now that you've been out here throwing with them, have you felt that, and do you think that time helped?
Yes, sir. It does help, but getting those live team reps is nothing like, getting, the 11-on-11 reps with the QB center exchange, making sure the O-line has the blocking assignments, going against that reckless defense that we got on the other side of the ball. Every play I get to go against either JPJ, Jalen, or Slay, so I'm always getting better in that aspect. So, I mean, yeah, the off-season workout helps, but it doesn't compare to real football once you put the ball down in training camp and, helmets are clashing and everything.
Now, you've been playing in the NFC West, and all of a sudden, when you were in Seattle going against the Rams with Jalen Ramsey, and then all of a sudden now, you both are here. How has those practices been? Because you're no longer opponents.
Right.
You're teammates. But you still want to make catches, and he wants to get PBUs and picks. How does that healthy competition not get a little bit too fiery?
I mean, we both understand that we teammates. One thing I've always respected about Jalen was his competitive edge, and every time we stepped on the field, it was always, I'm not going to let you win, and vice versa. But now that we teammates, first one-on-one rep, we always jump up there, shake each other's hand, and let's work, and then that's it. So, I mean, just having him here, like I said, man, Slay, Joey Porter Jr., Juan Thornhill, Deshaun Elliott, like all those guys on the back end, they got my respect because they're ultimate competitors. But off the field, man, we can chop it up about anything and chill in the lunchroom, play cards together. Like it's tight out here.
Oh, let's go.
I want to talk about that. I mean, I know you're on offense, but I want to talk about the defense a little bit. You see them every day in practice. You've been around and faced some very good defenses in practice in Seattle. Do you have a sense now? I mean, it looked really good out there. Do you have a sense for how good the Steelers defense could be?
And you don't want my opinion because I think they're the best defense I've ever seen. And
really?
Yeah, like there's some dogs everywhere on the field, and I tip my hat to them because they come to work every day, and we don't have any choice but to get better.
You have a loaded wide receiver room right now with the acquisition of you, and then some of the last couple of years of draft picks. How do you see? Robert Woods is obviously the older statesman, but how do you see this room kind of shaping up? You've been in the league a long time, so you know that you can see which guys have it, which guys don't, that you can tell there's some guys who can really surprise some people.
Yes, sir. Like Calvin Austin, like Roman Wilson, like Scotty Miller. I mean, we got dogs everywhere around the room, and a lot of people, don't give them the respect that they deserve. And, in due time, it's going to come. But like I said, man, just like the defense comes out there and work, the offense does the same thing day in, day out. No complaining. They go out there banged up every play, every day of practice, and you don't hear anything about them. They just go out there and work, and that's one thing I can respect about not only the defense, but this whole team. And then, like, just speaking on the receiver room, we have our own identity, and I think that's what's going to make us special, because the outside noise doesn't carry any weight in this organization or in our room. Like, we gonna always be us, and we gonna always put our identity on the game.
There's been, over the last, I would say, 2 years for you, there's always been a discussion of, like, are you going to get a new contract, or maybe you're going to get traded? Like, that, I feel like that was going on for quite a while. You did get traded. You have a great new contract. Is there a piece from you now that all that is over? Does that make you hungrier, like mindset-wise? Where did all that put you now that you've landed and gotten the deal?
Just trying to set my mark here, just like I did in Seattle, or do it even better. It's a new opportunity, a new place, a new role that I can, step into and just continue to be myself. And Mr. Omar and Mike T saw something in me in Seattle that they wanted me over here, so I'm just going to continue to be myself and bring that here. But also bring the younger guys with me, whoever that may be. If they have any questions for me, I'm going to answer it to the best of my ability, but also give them the, free will to make the decisions on their own.
Leave his mark on the NFL.
Man, I just want to win a Super Bowl. That's it. I think all the, personal accolades, everything else is going to take care of itself. If I just come out here and work hard and just, take care of my brothers that's on the field to my right and my left, everything else is going to take care of itself.
It's going to be really fun to see how all that takes care of itself here. This is the Steelers team that should be really, really good. Big reason why here, DK Metcalf. Man, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck this camp. All right, back to you guys. From the Pittsburgh Steelers, my good friend Steve Smith, senior, next to me. Cam, we are a little more than a week into training camp. This is before practice, so we're about to see a padded practice here today, which I'm very excited about. What have you seen from your defense thus far?
Man, we got a lot of new pieces, but excited for them to just continue to keep evolving. You got Jalen Ramsey out there, Derek Harmon looking big, looking strong, and then watching guys like Peyton Wilson develop in his second year.
So with everything going on, you got all the new stuff. How do you, as a savvy vet, long in the tooth a little bit, how do you get up every single day and get yourself going when it kind of feels like Groundhog Day, because this is 10-plus years for you?
I don't view it as a Groundhog Day. I view it as, it's a chance for, we restart every year. And so when we have newer guys and you have the ultimate goal of winning the Super Bowl, you got to approach it where everything's a clean slate, new guys and new positions, and I got to be better because of it.
So you mentioned some of the new guys. We ran into Jalen Ramsey in the lobby last night. He seems very excited to be here.
Yeah.
The trade comes in the middle of the summer. I was in Tulum, tweeting like crazy.
Brag.
Slight flex.
I mean, look, it's literally where I was.
Tulum.
When you find out about, it was lovely, by the way. Had a nice tour, saw the Mayan ruins. It was amazing.
Wow.
It was. You should go. Yeah, well, personal tour guide. It's got all. Yeah, it's fine. It wasn't one of the group. It was more personal. Anyway, when you find out that you guys are getting someone like Jalen Ramsey, what's the immediate reaction? And then are you someone who reaches out? Are you guys, is there like a group chat where you're talking amongst your defenders? What's the reaction?
Well, I got to say, I had a little bit of a moment where I was pissed at all the media because of the way it was done. First it's we trade for Jalen Ramsey, but you don't know what the compensation is. And then it was, we got picks. And then Minka Fitzpatrick. And I'm like, damn, you just took away one of our great players. But, I've gotten the chance to know Jalen over this time, and excited to play with him. The versatility he has in our defense is going to be really fun to see.
Yeah, just what he brings to the table in the secondary. You guys obviously have been known for having a lot of variations, a lot of different tools in the secondary. And so now he brings that element that you guys have been missing. When you've been in this type of system, these type of players for a lot of years. With Jalen Ramsey and then Minka Fitzpatrick leaving, who does he remind you of in that Steelers aura with the AFC North, the black and blue division?
Man,
Be very careful now.
I love Jalen's versatility,
yes,
but I also love his toughness.
Okay.
And you look at guys like Carnell Lake, and you look at Rod Woodson,
yes,
because it's not like they can just play one position, but they can also tackle. And you got to be able to do that in our division because it's going to get
settled, and you see him every day in practice. You go against him every day in practice. Is there anything that has surprised or impressed you with Aaron Rodgers, or is it like, all right, this is kind of who we thought we were getting?
The thing I've really been impressed by is he wants to be one of the guys. He wants to be a guy that is engulfed by the Steelers culture. And then I love how he competes. Day in and day out, he's talking crap to all the defenders, letting everybody know. But
okay,
it's iron sharpens iron, and having a guy like that who's done it and is not weathered by it, but just wants to keep competing, and he's in the right spot to do that.
Well, you're talking about the offensive side. You got DK Metcalf. He's coming out there, and he's a physical specimen.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's on your team. You play defense.
Yeah.
He plays offense. There's you keep stats. You keep points, because I know Coach Tomlin uses that for opportunity. Who gets out early, who doesn't, who stays, right? And does he really? He does. I like that. And so with DK, I've seen a lot of plays being made deep down the field on number 24.
Don't you dare point out one guy like that.
Well, Joey Porter Jr. is an exceptional corner.
He is.
And so now he's still young.
Yeah.
And so now he's getting that work every single day against DK. So now all that does is iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
He gets prepared and he is ready for smaller, shiftier receivers, but he's going against one of the strongest receivers in the league right now.
Yeah, on defense, we got a three-headed monster between him, Jalen, and Slay. And I love how they're bringing over a culture and a legacy there to teach Joey what he's getting into. But on the other side, I got to mess with DK. I get him started before every practice. I talk about, they're not just going to clamp you. They're going to put you in a roller coaster and sit you down. And so DK wants to go out and expose everybody because of that.
Oh, that's awesome.
One more thing for you. You mentioned Harmon, obviously. High pick for you guys, your position.
Yeah.
What kind of embrace do you give him? Or is it like, hey, he's a rookie, he'll figure it out? Or are you like, let me show you how we do it?
I'm responsible for that young man. And, I was brought in this league by guys taking care of me. And so when I step on that field and I get a chance to talk to him, there's not holding any secrets. I want him to be successful. I want him to, have good technique, and then just apply it on as the years keep coming.
Cam, great stuff. Really appreciate you. Looking forward to practice out here today.
Let's get it.
Have
Family
a great
day,
camp,
baby.
man.
We got to get it.
Really?
I'm psyched.
Family day, pads. It's going to be fun.
You're not practicing, though.
Steve.